What up, everyone? Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me just check everything here. Check 1 1. Yeah. Normal. Don't know what I'm doing here. Messing around too much. Just gonna wait for some people to show up for this live review. Hope you guys are all doing well out there during this weird, difficult time. Definitely a little bit different kind of review. I know I've taken some time off, but yeah, we'll jump into this review here shortly, guys. Just kind of wanted to wait for a couple people to show up. I know I'm a little late, about 6 minutes late today with the review. You guys hear me all right, I assume? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we got a little bit of different mic setup, so I don't know if you guys can hear me. Hopefully you guys can. Yeah, always fun doing live reviews. A little bit different, but let's just jump right into it, guys. We got a few people here. Welcome, welcome. Hope everyone's doing well. And let's jump into this Ghost Greens review. Now, this just showed up yesterday. I ordered it online. You know, that's the one thing. I was just talking to some other supplement review channels. And Ghost is pretty, like, they don't send out their stuff to anybody. So every Ghost product I've actually reviewed has always been a out of my own pocket. Use a discount code from like one of their influencers, and that's just kind of the way it's always been. So it kind of sucks. I wish they would send out, products to not just, the 2 or 3, supplement reviewers that are out there. But, eventually, hopefully we get there. But yeah, ordered this last week. We did just order the new Ghost Legend Bubblicious, which launched today. I'll be honest, I'm not a big bubblegum, and I honestly didn't even want to necessarily order it, but I know a lot of people are big Ghost fans and want to know what it tastes like and if it's worth a buy. So we'll hopefully get that by next week and review that. Received mine yesterday also. Picked up a bunch of limes and a mango amino. Honestly, did not like the flavor at first. All right, well, very interesting to find out. The lime flavor is sold out. I just checked online. The original is still available. I did order one of each, so we will talk about the original at some point. But, obviously we wanted to drop this as soon as possible. So as we always do, we always kind of start the review off and talk about, in this case, 3 different points. We're going to talk about number 1, price. Secondly, the label ingredient breakdown. And then lastly, we'll kind of talk about taste. And then any questions you guys might have, obviously I'm here. And more than happy to chit chat about some things. So starting out with price. This comes in at $44.99. That's without a discount code. That is kind of a high price point. That works out. This is 30 full servings. Works out to be about $1.50 a serving. Now, obviously, you can use the discount code, get 20% off, and that's going to drop the price point. I've said this about Ghost, though. When it comes to those discount codes, it's kind of this weird psychological thing, in my opinion, because you get the discount, but then you're paying like $8 for shipping. So you're really getting that great of a discount. I don't know. I mean, when Amazon's out here and you can get free delivery, I would hope that eventually Ghost can come up with a better solution when it comes to the shipping costs. But like we do, we always just kind of base it on the price point of the supplement itself, not necessarily shipping and all that. So with that price point, I've only done one other review on a greens product, and that was the Bucked Up Greens. That price point was about $1 a serving, and even less with the 20% off coupon. So in this case, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 because I think it is a little bit high. Obviously, I've seen a lot of green products for like $50, $60, even $70. Now, granted, that's from Whole Foods, and they're different products, but I think it's right there in kind of the middle. I would give it, Ghost is known for their flavoring, so if the flavor is good here, I can justify potentially the price. But let's just jump right into the label ingredient breakdown, guys. I do have some notes here that I'm going to look over at on my laptop, so if I'm browsing over here, that is why. I'm not necessarily going to go through this entire label, okay? You guys can see the label here. There's a lot of ingredients in here. I'm going to kind of break down my initial thoughts of the label and kind of go through it like that, and then any questions you guys might have, we can talk more about it. So we start out with an 11-gram scoop, which is great to see. I am going to talk about the calories and carbs, etc. in here. We have 30 calories, 7 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fiber, and 1 gram of sugar. Now, for those of you that are, concerned about macros, you're really trying to shred down, you could argue that the carbs are a little high, right? 7 grams. But at the same time, do understand that this is like a greens product. This is a very, these are 7 grams of healthy carbs, I would say, in my honest opinion. And that does include 4 grams of dietary fiber. So, you know, you're getting your fiber in there. So your net carbs, you're looking at 3 grams. Okay, it's not a ton. And not, like I said, that fiber I think is pretty important. You are getting 1 milligram of iron in here as well, which is always good. Always good to see that. Now, like I said, I'm going to kind of highlight the label more or less and just kind of go through it. But we start out with basically 6.5 grams of the basically super greens and the antioxidant reds. Okay, now obviously it's a greens product, that's why we're buying it. So we want those greens, but we also want those reds for the antioxidant properties. It's basically you're getting a fully encompassed kind of greens product. So you don't necessarily have to think about it like I need greens or I need reds. It's having both kind of combined, I think, is the best way to go here. That's kind of how most green products are. Sorry, I got a little notification on accident. So yeah, 6.5 grams. I would say that's pretty good. A lot of greens products that I've seen are pretty small in terms of how much you're actually getting here. And I don't know how many people out there that are watching this video really dial in their greens in terms of a supplement. So for me personally, I've never really done it. I've always just kind of taken 1 scoop, you know, once a day and kind of go with that to try to help my overall well-being and my healthy nutrition, like etc. Right? Overall kind of well-being. So 6.5 grams there, and then we have 100 milligrams of the Spectra Total Oric Blend. I've talked about Spectra before because it's in the one supplement I take every single day, and that is HydroCharge. This is going to be an antioxidant blend, which is going to help enhance nitric oxide production and help with those free radicals within the body. So obviously that is a really good amount. That is the clinical dose or researched dose that they have done. Obviously not the highlight here, if you will, of the greens product. But again, this product I would say is more of a well-rounded product. It's not like, you could argue that, you know, the greens are the pre-workout, right? And the Spectra and what we're going to get into next, the probiotics and whatnot, are the kind of like pump ingredients. Like, you know, you're getting everything all in one here. So always good to see that. Like I said, next up we have the gut health, okay? So we're gonna have prebiotics and then we're gonna have probiotics, okay? Obviously a lot of us have heard about probiotics here, but you know, when it comes to the prebiotics, it's gonna help with that healthy gut bacteria and digestion aid, okay? The probiotics are gonna do the same thing. Alongside that, it's gonna help with the immune system. So overall, I think this is, I keep saying it, but it's just kind of a circle, okay? And it's kind of funny to say that, but you're getting kind of everything all in one here. And I think gut health and greens are very important. I've talked about one other product that kind of combines the prebiotics, probiotics, and nootropics, that kind of, it all works together. And I think that's true. So obviously with this product, you're helping with your gut bacteria. It's going to help with the absorption of these ingredients that are in here. And that's essentially bottom line what we're trying to do. Late, but you're here. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Always appreciate the support, especially during this difficult time. And then last up on here, we have the BioCore, which is another blend of ingredients that's going to help break down carbs, refined sugars, fats, and proteins. Obviously, that's very important. So again, very kind of well-rounded product. I think this is not necessarily targeted towards your bodybuilders, your physique athletes. Ghost is known as a lifestyle brand. They're not known as necessarily a one-dimensional kind of brand. And I think that is part of what sets them apart in terms of supplementation. I know they have Gamer coming out here soon, which is obviously a kind of nootropic-based, not a pre-workout, I would say, you know, targeted towards like gamers, obviously. People that want a little bit of an extra boost but don't want to drink an energy drink, etc. You got greens, which I think is overall well-being and health, which I think is always important. In terms of the label and the ingredient breakdown, everything's fully disclosed, okay? Down to like how much of each ingredient of the greens and the reds are in here, as well with the probiotics, the prebiotics, and the BioCore, okay? Which is great. Shaker's still $8. Need another white one. Mine broke in the dish. Hey, they are still up, man. So with that, actually, let's talk about that real quick. I know I'm going off track here, but the website is still live, guys. I'm not doing samples right now due to the pandemic. I just don't think it's the right thing to be doing right now. I'm not in a professional facility. Obviously, we keep my standards of sending out samples are the highest I can possibly get them. You know, I always wash my hands, sanitize before I grab any product, and then dump it into a bag, seal it, and then send it off to you guys. We try our best. I try my best to do that, but given the circumstances, I don't want to have any liability with that. But we are still sending out shaker cups, and the website is still live, and you guys can check that out, www.vwfitness.club. So yeah, in terms, back to the label ingredient breakdown, I would say this is a 5 out of 5 in my opinion. Again, I don't review a lot of greens products here. I'm not a professional when it comes to the greens, but overall, I've talked about a couple, I've used a couple, and this one definitely is very interesting to me. So let's move into taste, guys. This recommends 8 to 10 ounces of water. I've not opened this. It's gonna be a first right here on the channel live. I don't know if I've done a taste, because I would say more people are curious about the taste of this than anything, but I don't know. You guys tell me. Here's what we're looking like. Oop, dropping some greens over on the carpet here. That's all right. So, hey man, I appreciate you being here. As always, the scooper's right on the top. I have had a couple products from Ghost where the scooper doesn't end up in that top little bay there, but we're gonna do 1 scoop here in 9 ounces of water. That's the one problem with greens that I will say it tends to happen is it tends to stick, you know, to the scooper and whatnot. Go ahead and close this back up real quick and cap this. So like I said, we do have the lime flavor here. And give this a nice good shake. All right, it's a typical greens color. You know, you got that real dark green, not so good looking kind of, you know, supplement here, but we'll give it the old taste test, kind of a standard. I'm not too worried about it. Smells like a limey greens, okay? Optimum nutritious fruits and greens, maybe you should try, brother. I'm currently on bucked up greens, thanks. How does the taste compare to bucked ups? Well, we'll find out right here. Okay, definitely not what I expected here. You know, it's really interesting. I obviously watch Ghost's channel. That's kind of how you find out about their new drops. You find out kind of teasers of new products that are coming out. Yeah, it's definitely odd, okay? It tastes kind of like a lemon lime Gatorade, but not as sweet. And then you taste the greens. It's not what I expected out of Ghost, I'll be honest. And I've only been disappointed with one other product of theirs, and that was their Chips Ahoy, which they ended up fixing, which is great. This case here, this is definitely different and not what I expected. I think I was expecting it to be a little sweeter, to be honest with you. I expected the lime to kind of mask more of the greens here. It just kind of tastes like this weird mix of limey greens, which doesn't really make sense to me. If anything, I feel like you could have masked some of that, masked some of that flavor here of the greens, because a lot of people don't really like the taste of greens. I'm honestly not a huge fan. I will down this sort of product because I think it's important and it's good for me, my overall well-being, like I've said. But yeah, this thing, yeah, limey greens. It's just odd, and it's not very sweet. It's pretty sour, kind of has that kind of sour, lemony kind of flavor. So in terms of flavor here, I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5. I'm not overall like wowed by this. Now, maybe the original is better because because going into it, I'm gonna expect it to taste pretty much like straight up greens, and it's not gonna have this kind of artificial or natural flavoring of lime. Would absolutely love to see some comparison with brands on similar, such as Fruity Cereal, Milk Protein, Ghost. Yeah, so that'll kind of wrap up the review, guys. I'll take some questions and kind of answer any questions you guys might have. Obviously, I'm here for you guys, and it's been a little bit. I know I took a week and a half off. In other words, just stick to real vegetables. Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's a supplement. 100%, I would highly recommend you just eat greens, eat fruits and vegetables throughout the day. You know, the probiotics and stuff I think are difficult to consume through natural ways, like of eating food. But at the end of the day, guys, it's a supplement. It's here to supplement your diet and your nutrition. And like I said, when you are dieting, your low calorie, low carb, whatever diet plan you're following or nutrition plan you're following, and things start getting difficult, I think it's important to always try to help and maximize your overall well-being. Products like this can help. Is it the fix? Is it the cure-all? Absolutely not. Do you need to include this in your supplement stack? Absolutely not. This is kind of, again, one of those products that doesn't necessarily tailor exactly to like the athlete, the bodybuilder, people hitting the gym necessarily. This can potentially be someone that just wants overall well-being, wants to take more greens, doesn't eat enough greens, fruits and vegetables throughout the day, doesn't have enough, probiotics in their body, have stomach issues, etc. So this product can kind of go both ways. Overall, though, the taste here, my face said it all. That was an honest take. I mean, you guys saw me open it here. I've never tried this before. Would I recommend it? I'd say it's 50-50. And we'll come back and we'll talk about the original at a different date. And we'll talk about the Bubblicious pre-workout once it arrives, hopefully next week. But yeah, any other questions you guys have? Like I said, I had to take a week and a half off. This pandemic has caused a lot of, obviously, problems for everyone, including myself. I was furloughed weeks ago. Kind of talked about that in a Q&A, and now we are here. So anyway, yeah, any other questions you guys have while I'm here? I am planning on shooting another protein review today, and I'll get that up hopefully by Saturday. Potentially it might go up tomorrow, but I try to obviously space out my videos so you guys have a little bit of time. Alongside that, I am planning on being back on my regular schedule of Mondays and Thursdays in terms of uploads. I am pretty much primarily not doing any pre-workout reviews, just given the circumstances of no one's really going to the gym. Views are down right now. People are not really looking for supplements because they're not going to the gym and they don't have any money because they don't have jobs, etc. It's a big burn. Yeah, kind of a bummer there. But yeah, aside from that, guys, hope you enjoyed this review. Hit me up on Instagram. I know I've been kind of silent, and I just responded to like literally 2.5 weeks of comments. That's not typically like me. Usually I'm pretty quick about getting back to people. In this case, I've needed to take some time away from YouTube and social media and whatnot. I do have a podcast as well that I've been trying to work on. So that's kind of taken away a lot of my attention in terms of trying to do that. And that's 5 days a week we're doing that. It has nothing to do necessarily with fitness. It's more about food, lifestyle, that sort of thing. You guys can check us out on Twitter at the 208 Boys. Check that out. Again, the website is live. If you guys are interested in picking up the shaker cup, I'm more than happy to send those out. But hopefully we can start sending out samples here soon, and we can get back to some sort of normalcy in the near future. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. I appreciate you guys tuning in, everyone here. I hope everyone's staying safe. I know things are starting to open up in certain places out here in Texas. Things are opening up here tomorrow. I just hope everyone stays safe and, looking forward to bigger, brighter things here soon. As I always say, we'll catch you in the next one.